to my video today. I just want to introduce myself. My name's Julie. I'm a full-time artist living in Melbourne, Victoria, and I'm a mixed media abstract artist. So I use all different mediums on the one painting, as you can see behind me here. With my paintings, I also have two websites. One's called Dreamscapes.com, and my work is also available on Redbubble, Julie Harley. So go to my shop and have a look and see what you think. Inspirations from my travels. I've travelled around Australia, done a lot of different paintings of different sites like the Nullarbor Plain and Kangaroo Islands, and really enjoy travelling and painting. Recently I've just come back from Mount Franklin. I had a weekend away, the Long Cut weekend, and I painted a couple of sceneries. This is just off the trees that were in front of our caravan, and then this painting up here, which is a water painting, I painted while sitting in a chair just looking up at the night sky. It was about 5:30 a.m, so coming on to dusk. I really enjoy painting what I see, and I do travel quite a bit. I've been to Japan, and I've come back and made quite a few different Japanese prints and paintings, and I've also travelled recently this year to Europe. So in my Europe travels, I went to Monet's garden and really enjoyed the scenery that I saw there. So I've come home and I've painted a few different things from Monet's garden, which you will see in some of my videos. So keep tuned, keep watching, and I hope you really enjoy what I'm presenting to you today. And I would love you to hit that bell, push that button, and subscribe to my channel, Julie Harley. Thank you. This little man is Basil, and he often sits with me while I paint. He follows me into the art room. Please follow me in. So it's not a very big room, it's only like a single bedroom, but I've managed to fit quite a bit in here, as you can see. And with the right equipment, like having some shelving and that, I can stack all my paintings up high so they don't get damaged. And I've got more paintings over there. Then I have a little closet where I keep quite a lot of different art mediums and things that I use. Try and keep it a little bit tidy. This is a bit of an inspiration panel for me. And usually I stick things on the walls after I finish painting them, and then I change them up every so often. I'm a little my brown paper wall, that when I really get into my expressionism, I can actually stand back and throw painting at the wall, and I've got the floor all covered up. So because we've already had one experience where I've had to repaint the wall. Too much paint. I would just like to show you some of the mixed media that I work with. So I work across all mediums. I work in oil paint, I work in watercolours, and I quite often put watercolour and gouache together. I also use inks. This is a set from Jane Davenport called Gods and Monsters. I really like the vibrancy and the colours that I've been working with from this set. You've got to be careful though, because if you're using watercolour paper and you spray water on the paper and then put the inks on, depending on how saturated you get it, the inks can show through on the other side of the paper. So you've got to be mindful not to use too much water. So I usually use a bit of ink and watercolour together, but then I also incorporate some gel pastels. These are excellent little pastels. You can draw with them, and then you can add water to them, and it turns it into like a paint medium. Sorry for the glare. I also have a lovely tray of Derwent colour pencils that I use. Once again, you draw with them and then you can add water to them, and then it changes it into a watercolour format. And I use different types of markers and also pastels. You've got to be careful with some of the pastels though. You can use the pastels and then you want to paint something over the top of it and it won't adhere because of the oil coming through on the pastels, and it acts a bit of like a deterrent. I also use global art paints in the big containers, as you can see. They're 1 litre containers and I've had them for quite a while now, but I use the primary colours to make other secondary colours and tertiary colours with them. I also use different pigments. I like to have a little bit of shine or a little bit of glitter in my paint, so I've been using the El Dorado. So they have a shimmer to them, which I really enjoy in my paintings as well. Just for an example, this painting here, this has got the pastels you can see here that I've used. I also use a lot of tools to do different mark making as well. I also have this beautiful garden outside. So as I've said previously, I've been to Japan and I've fallen in love. I love Japanese maple trees, so I've planted quite a few in my garden. And I love the sound of running water. So I've also put a little pondage in here. And we've got some goldfish and they've been breeding. So they keep doubling in size. They're quite big now. We've had them for a while. And just a little statue. And the stepping stones. And of course, what's a garden without bamboo? And a cat or two. This is Miley. And this is just the other side with some more Japanese maples. And my other inspiration is my hydrangeas, which I paint quite often. I love to paint flowers. I love to paint nature. I love to paint landscapes. So this is just a little preview of who I am and why I paint. And I really hope you enjoy my videos.